So the first thing would be that you choose one of the old words.
And
Any.
we have a lot of words within the work, and I think all words are basically you could choose them. I'm quite fond of the spinner concept, and
They have a new
like,
word for them. Yeah.
yeah, and that
Cool.
kind of that will create a lot of confusion because we are always on the win, or you always need to know when you're talking about the spinner, and if you suddenly call them something else, why are you doing that? I mean, it's interesting. Well, that's my that's why I think.
So the concept for that word was the past, which we interpreted as our own past,
Right.
in which we were like them.
Yeah.
So the new use of this word is from a certain group within the isolation. And
Exactly.
I assume that it has something to do with the fact that we have implied a very dramatic interaction about the spinners in the last age. We
Yeah.
set them up for being blamed, and it may have worked.
What idea did you have, Ola? Because that's basically up to you to say what group and
Yeah, and I have three ideas,
why.
and three ideas which groups, and it could be the recruits that we have kind of used them already. They got the blame and all that. It could be us. We decide we kind of we a kind of shift within our group in, but like for some reason, maybe control, maybe something else. We don't want anyone to know what we are talking about, or it could be other parts of the isolation that is also old, maybe older than we are.
The RT crowd, maybe, that Magpie is part of. I mean, the theater hall existed before the trousers did, right? So,
Yeah.
um, hmm.
Oh, that's my who the. Oh, and I can't decide there. You have to.
Okay. Next.
I like the concept that there are new recruits that don't like us, and then have a word that we are the bad, or not think to, some do not be trusted. That breaks up more of.
Well, they're still referring to the spinners, though.
Okay.
Right.
So
Okay.
the word should refer to the past. Maybe they have a word that refers to their own past.
Okay. I'm silent.
So you're saying that it's not referring to the spinners, but it's referring to the past.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it? Wait, that's not what I understood. My understanding was that it still has to refer to the spinners. Is that wrong?
It has to refer to the concept. So it doesn't have to refer to the word itself. And the concept for that word was past.
I see.
And what we made of it was it was our past.
Right. So if it's the recruits, then they would have a different past. So they would be referring to something else entirely.
Yes.
Oh.
And if it's the artsy crowd and they decided they kind of want to get out of the whole thing a little bit more,
they would be
like
more.
If I decide I'm trying to back out of this because this is going in a direction that I don't feel comfortable with, and I've never really been an integral part of the group, I may come up with something.
We thought you were, but maybe you didn't feel that way. Yes.
It was an example. I didn't say or do anything else. I just tried to explain.
But I see your point, right?
Not Margaret.
Oh, I see. Okay. No, this makes sense. But we haven't chosen yet. So Nathan, I don't know if you heard this, but I clarified my understanding that that we don't have to It's not referring to the spinners. Whoever it is who's making up this new word is referring to their own past. Right. So
wouldn't that be the past that they had before they became part of the trousers
right.
and trousers. They were, and we are referring to the past as when we are like the spinners without any rules and regulations.
Right. Uh-huh.
And we have also stated that we have gone from a kind of a kind of a loose system of obligations to a much more keeping accounts.
Right.
So they, I mean, that would like, from that perspective, they're probably, their past was probably more free.
And so this is back to what Max was saying. Max was right and I was wrong. That if we're talking about the recruits talking about their own past, they might come up with a derogatory name for us.
Yeah.
And that's totally valid. So Max, let's go back to what you were saying. That seems like it fits. And I shouldn't have stopped you.
No, it wasn't wrong. Don't say it was wrong. Because it wasn't.
I am occasionally wrong. This is true.
It was another opinion, another thought. Doesn't mean that it's wrong.
You have to say it again because I don't remember what you said.
Basically, the new recruits see us as the past, and we are the new problem. So we are basically, for them, the new spinners. So they have a name for us as a problem instead of the group spinners. So
in which case, it would be nice if it really has something to do with favors.
Because that's what's lost. Oh, I don't know. The pettifoggers. That's a great word. Pettifoggery.
What?
Right.
It's totally new for me.
Oh, okay. Pettifoggery, or to be a pettifog, is the person. Is somebody who is so connected. It's exactly what we were talking about. It's somebody who keeps very strict accounts and cannot think out of the box and is very picky and is very goes deep into the trivia when it's really trivia and is authoritative and treats it like an authority.
Oh.
I like,
but that's the actual word, though. It's not slang. That's the problem.
I have a fun idea. You said they are inside their own box. They can't get out of the box. Why don't you just call them boxes?
We're the boxes.
Oh no, boxes are here.
I hesitate to bring this up because I actually kind of think it supports you, and I am sorry to say this supports you. Box is also a crude American slang as well.
Nice.
For a body part. And I'm not sure it's very appropriate, but on the other hand, it's perfect. So
it's your heads, not mine.
Okay.
You want to
run with that? Go ahead.
I think it has to be if you're pointing at someone, then and calling them a box, then
in the box, boxy, boxed up.
But I would say that it's
like boomer.
Yeah.
Sure.
Exactly.
Box. Yeah.
Sure. Boxer is a kind of dog.
That too.
I like the word. I think we can go away with the real meaning, as we are not native speakers.
Right.
We can go away with it.
But I'm perfectly fine with box, but I like box.
I like it. It's good
because it's not a spinner.
Shut up, you old box.
Yeah. That has a double meaning in German. But
does it have the same double meaning in English? Because it might, unfortunately.
No.
Okay.
It's
Helma.
derogatory for old woman.
Is it?
Tell us, Helma. You can't
Alte
tell us now.
Schachtel.
But
Alte Schachtel, old box is a derogatory. Sorry.
Really? In English,
Yeah,
it's old
an
bag.
old woman. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you got me.
Interesting.
But I'm fine with any double meaning.
Yeah.
German, English, or anything. I'm really not judging.
No, I like it. I vote for box.
no, but Ola is
Oh, that's
the
right.
monarch.
Ola gets to say when what he
Ola
likes.
says
Yeah.
what he wants.
Correct.
If he
Ola's the
wants a
monarch.
box, he gets a box. If he wants something else, he gets something else.
And I have decided that you are right, all of you. So it will be box.
Bock.
No,
You can outright that, Helma.
Okay, box.
Box, I really want it to be box and everything associated with it.
Right.
You can send it to describe someone as a box or call them a box or say that they're boxy and so on.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
We have to fold the box, which means we have to kill the bastard.
But now I also decide who's in the scene, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Let us suffer.
And let me think out loud because that's
Yeah, do
basically
it.
the only way I can think. So what I'm thinking here is that this must be first. I think Max, you have to be in the scene because you have handled the recruits. But
Oh.
and then it might be also Nathan, and it. I'm thinking of you, Helma, but I don't. You think you have a lot of contact with the recruits? And also Ron, so there will probably be the three of you then. I don't see myself as part of that because my characters are more. I don't interact that much with people. I kind of see myself just interacting with the four of you